tonight with residents in the Hawkesbury area on tenterhooks. Around 200 Defence Force personnel are on the ground as bridges and streets are swallowed by fast-moving floodwaters.
Sprouting in the city, a forest of umbrellas, but for those near the Hawkesbury Nepean, the wave at Windsor Bridge signalled much worse. Floodwaters back and on the rise.
We just moved all the furniture upstairs and we've just been putting plastic and sandbags down here. I've got my go bag ready and I'm going to my daughter's.
The man-made waterfall at Warragamba Dam tipping the river below over the edge and into backyards. And for those thinking of breaking free,
I do encourage people, if they are going on holidays, to put their holiday travels off at the moment. Wait for these weather events to have passed.
At Windsor McDonald's, Defence personnel getting their orders to help out.
We currently have 100 ADF personnel based in northwest Sydney, and we put a request in for 100 more.
And rolling out more muscle with armoured bushmasters. Their high clearance giving them extraordinary reach into cut-off areas. More than 30,000 residents now under evacuation orders. Colin Britton at the helm of his SES boat. When he checked an isolated house in Windsor, he found a stranded mother and her 6-week-old baby girl. Both were rescued using an SES Unimog.
Actually, she was really good. There would have been some people would be pretty concerned, especially when we had to stop halfway to let pallets and that flow past.
Colin has been busy picking up this man who was booked in for heart surgery. His father full of praise for the SES.
I'm feeling happy that they're bringing him over.
At Wiseman's Ferry, the Hawkesbury is rising fast.
We now have people that are isolated in these communities, such as Webbs Creek and St Albans, and houses up along the river that no longer have access to come in and get food, medical supplies, etc. that are urgently required.
The most washed-out bolo in Sydney is bracing.
How many times can we get knocked down?
Tonight, thousands of families will be relying on charity for a meal.
We help about 2,000 people a week with food just in general. That pretty much doubles and a lot more during a disaster, floods like this.
The flood warnings around Windsor and North Richmond remain with more heavy rain expected tonight. But from the Bureau, some hope, with the intensity of the rain around Sydney expected to ease tomorrow. Mark Burrows, 9 News.
9 News reporter Sophie Upcroft is at the Windsor Bridge for us this evening. Sophie, what's the situation as we come to you tonight?
Well, Pete, the Hawkesbury River is just reaching its peak as we go to air, slowly rising above 13 metres. That's higher than the flood we saw in March last year, and it has completely swallowed the Windsor Bridge. You should be able to see it behind me, but really all you can see is just a glimmer of the guardrail on the side closest to us. It really is still an active emergency here. There have been half a dozen fresh evacuation warnings issued since 9 a.m. this morning in the suburbs of Londonderry, Sackville, Cathay, Wilberforce, Richards and Wiseman's Ferry. Those downpours are expected to start to ease overnight, but it will be days before these waters recede and the communities on the other side of the river that are cut off by floodwaters are reconnected. Pete?
Sophie, thank you.